GameGoddessFee here. All right, we are back tonight with more Ace Attorney. I do have my boy. We are gonna go ahead and continue the case. So I hope you all are having a wonderful Tuesday, Monday. I said Tuesday, goodness. I wish for Monday or Friday. Wish it was Friday, but anyway. But yeah, hope you all had a wonderful weekend and everything. If you're in a state that's gonna snow or ice anywhere, just be safe, you guys. And I guess we could go ahead and start the case or continue the case. Did I do this, Plum? Nope. Let me hold even 1 second, guys. I think I did, but anyway. All right, so we are Ace Attorney Investigations 2, the Capital Turnabout Confrontation, the one who found the body. So we left off right here. Really Plum. Really Plum. I don't see your mic. Say something in your mic.
I'm drunk.
Okay.
I'm drunk. Why doesn't he call me anymore?
Don't listen to him, you guys. All right. Finding the corpse. Let's go.
I was in that workshop there by myself practicing what I'd learned. I don't remember how, but I found myself in front of the door to the other workshop. I happened to peek in through the little window. And then I saw him lying there. A man, not moving, dead!
That's a reference to what he says in the first case, by the way.
Really?
Yes.
I crowed in fright and found myself screaming in sheer terror.
Let me get this straight. The room you were in is next to the one where the corpse was found.
Yes, that's right. I was in workshop B.
And you were there the whole day?
Yes, from the 7 a.m. roll call onwards. There are 3 roll calls a day, you see. 7 a.m., noon, and 9 p.m.
And they check who's in the workshops during roll call, correct?
That's right.
Nothing was reported to be amiss at 7 a.m. Which means that Knight's body wasn't in the workshop yet at that point in time.
Pressing roll call data jotted down in my organizer. I said jotted down. Anyway.
Jotted down? It's just a down, my organizer.
Held 3 times a day, 7 a.m., noon, and 9 p.m. The victim's body had not been found at the time of the 7 a.m. roll call.
Yes, that means the murder took place after 7 a.m.
Which puts it right around the time the show was happening.
Ah, yes, the show. I remember the other prisoners going to see it.
And therefore, anybody who wasn't at the show has no alibi. Would that be a fair assessment, Mr. Sowett?
I guess so, but I only found the body. I promise.
There's a clear contradiction in Mr. Sowett's testimony. Rooting it out should be my first priority.
Rebuttal, finding the corpse. I was in the workshop, there by myself, practicing what I'd heard.
Hold it!
What exactly were you practicing?
How to be a pet stylist, of course. I'm a model prisoner, after all.
So he keeps saying.
I don't remember how, but I found myself in front of the door to the other workshop.
Hold it!
You found yourself there? Really?
That's right. And then I found myself peeking through the little window in the door.
Why did you think to do that?
Gosh, I don't know. I just found myself doing it, really.
You clearly weren't concentrating on your work then.
No, that's not true. I'm a model prisoner. It's just, well, the other prisoners had gone to watch the show. I guess I was, well, kind of lonely.
Like being stuck at school after everybody else has gone home. Gone home, huh?
Yes!
Am I already starting off wrong?
Yes, you are.
Yes, exactly like that. Anyway, I found myself in front of the door to the other workshop and...
I happened to peek in through the little window.
Does that mean you didn't get a good look inside?
No, I couldn't. The window was not only small, but it had bars over it, you see? Not exactly a panoramic view.
Yeah, just so the guards can check what's going on, right?
That's right, yes. You're a very knowledgeable young lady.
You bet. I guess you could say I know a little something about princes now, too.
I'll have to remind myself to address this newfound interest later.
Anyway, yes. I peeked in through the little window in the workshop door.
Then I saw him lying there. A man not moving, dead.
Could you tell right away if it was a man or a woman?
It was clearly a man. His physique, his clothes. It was also very clear that he was dead.
You could tell just by peeking through the little window.
Look, let's just say this wasn't my first dead body.
What? You mean you're in prison for...
To my internal shame, yes. This was, however, the first time I had seen another person's handiwork up close, so...
Really? I quailed in fright and found myself screaming in sheer terror.
Do you recall how exactly you screamed? Any words you might have used?
No. I only remember that I screamed.
Folks don't tend to remember much when they're busy crying out in terror, Miles.
Exactly. So yes, I screamed. That's all I remember.
He presents himself as an innocent bystander, but nothing could be further from the truth. Given what he is, things couldn't have happened as he claims. The contradiction in his testimony is as clear as day. I just need to present the evidence that proves it. Is it clear as day?
Look, I was trying to figure out what contradiction.
Okay, it's been a long time. I might just help you. You remember them alarms that sound off if a prisoner tries to enter or exit a room? Well, not alarm, it's like a sensor.
Okay.
If he would have got close to the door in any capacity, it would have went off.
Oh, so if he would have peeped out the door, it would have went off.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Got myself in front of the door to the other workshop. Let me see. Right here.
Mm.
Right here and... Hold it! Oh, gosh.
She on press.
Press the wrong button. Hold on. Door sensors?
Yeah, that. Enough of these pathetic fibs, Mr. Sowit. I'm afraid you've rather lost sight of what you are.
What I am? I know precisely what I am. I'm a former newspaper salesman who's training to be a pet stylist.
But that's not all you are, is it? Or did you forget the bracelet you wear around your wrist? A bracelet that marks you as a prisoner, and therefore unable to move around as you please. As we both know, stepping outside that door would have sounded an alarm.
Well, that's...
But there's no way you could have looked into the other workshop without leaving the room you were in.
Ah!
Oh-wee! Stylishly done, Edgewoo.
But does this mean that Mr. Sowit couldn't have found the body then?
Good question, Kay. Perhaps Mr. Sowett himself can explain.
I'm... So actually, I may have forgotten to mention one very important detail. Sorry about that. I can explain exactly how I was able to see the body if you like.
By all means, go ahead.
Finding the corpse, part 2.
Part 2. Part 2. Part 2.
Shut up! Really? Shut up. Shut up. Whatever.
There's a little trick we prisoners know about, you see. As long as you leave your bracelet inside the door, you can lean out without triggering the alarm. That's how I was able to peek through the window and into the workshop next door.
How you leave your bracelet?
No, like, if you just
hold your hand
just
back.
hold your head back. I guess you can
Okay.
pick your head out.
Inside, I spotted the victim's dead body, which made me scream in fright.
So he's saying he was able to take a look next door because he had kept his arm inside Workshop B as he leaned out.
Please don't tell anyone about our little trick, especially not the guards. Please?
Is this it? Is this all he was hiding? I'd better dig a little deeper into his testimony, just in case.
Your brother will find the corpse part 2. There is a little trick we prisoners know about, you see.
Tell me some more about this trick, Mr. Sowett.
Of course. It's quite simple, really.
Really? What was that?
As long as you leave your bracelet inside the door, you can lean out without triggering the alarm. Can you say the word?
I suppose this allows you to enjoy a little taste of freedom.
It does, to be honest. It's one of the few things that brings me joy anymore.
Rather surprising source of joy. But your rule breaking isn't exactly a demonstration of remorsefulness, is it?
Oh, but I am remorseful. I always am. I'm a model prisoner after all.
So, Gang Queen 81, how's you doing tonight?
I'm beginning to suspect that he doesn't know what a model prisoner actually is. So you used this trick to peek through the window.
That's right, yes. I made sure the guard wasn't looking and leaned out into the corridor.
That's how I was able to peek through the window and into the workshop next door.
Why did you make such of an effort just to take a look?
Well, you see, I heard noises coming from next door. And that room was supposed to be empty, so I thought it was strange.
And you went to look as soon as you heard these noises?
Yes, of course. I had to see what was going on, so I went right away.
We are doing well. Thank you for asking. Plum, he wanted some snow, so he won't have to go to school tomorrow. But
That ain't coming. That truck ain't coming.
I think they changed their mind on the snow. We'll see.
They was like, there's no coming. Nope, no more.
The groundhog tricked you.
Yeah. No, I see. Are there any problems with Mr. B? Are there any problems with Mr. Sowett's face?
Yes.
Why you roast him like that?
You think there is?
Yeah. You claim that you looked into the next room as soon as you heard some noise.
Yeah, too bad, Plum.
Too bad. Well, that's the case. You must have seen more than just a dead body. Because the person who made the noises should have been in there too.
You got him quaking. What's that, quaking? You got him quaking in his boots, Mr. Edgeworth.
Mr. Sowett, tell us the truth about what you saw.
I said quacking. Like
You got him quacking. Quack, quack.
like what you call it? The tails. Anyway.
Really? You do, of course, have the right to remain silent. But it will do little to dispel the notion that you were somehow involved in this crime.
I'm sorry. I did see something else, but it's too insane to believe. I really thought I might have dreamt it. That's why I wasn't sure if I should mention it.
Just tell us what you saw!
All right. It was that dog. And what I saw is the stuff of nightmares. That huge black dog had sunk his terrible teeth into the victim's throat.
Really? What did you just say?
It was horrible. Utterly horrible. That beast! That awful beast! He killed them!
Suddenly, I don't feel so good. I know Gang created well. I'm like, where in the world? But they had showed a little bit at the beginning.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the case, so.
Jeepers creepers! Oh, that's awful! Talk about traumatizing.
It was dreadful! Horrible! Now you know why I couldn't help but scream!
So there's a man-eating dog in the present animal population, is there?
Why they got him on the uniform? Is that the uniform?
I don't know.
Like he got on some clothes or something. Black dog data jotted down in my organizer. Solid claims to have seen this dog biting the victim's throat. He doesn't seem to like me very much.
That really is everything. I promise. You believe me, don't you?
For now, this one seems too far-fetched a fib, even for you. I'd like you to append what you just told us to your testimony if you don't mind.
Very well. Inside, I spotted the victim's dead body, which made me scream in fright.
Wait, I think I read that, whatever. How much do you remember about the man you saw?
No, I remember everything. Let's see. He had blonde hair, and his neck was covered in blood because he was...
Dead, yes. We know that, Mr. Saward. Thank you very much.
I'm just telling you what I saw. I thought you attorneys were obsessed with the little details.
There's some serious venom behind those words. He got killed. He got put in here by Phoenix. Something tells me he may not have had the best experience with defense attorneys in the past.
I also saw that black dog. His mouth clamped tight around the man's throat.
Hold it!
You're sure this black dog was biting the victim's throat?
Yes, there was blood everywhere. The beast's mouth was dripping with it, and...
Whoa! Spare us the gory details, will you? What about the victim? Was he...
Yeek! Don't say it! Don't say it! Do you really need to ask him that, Mr. Edgeworth?
Okay, what's the punch for? I'm on your side here.
He wasn't moving at all. He was just lying there.
Meaning he was already dead.
There was so much blood just oozing from his neck. Oh, he was dead as a doornail. I'm sure of that. Not even a twitch of a finger. Just lifeless.
Yeah, enough already. Why do you have to go into every little detail like that?
To give you a nice and accurate testimony. That is what you want, isn't it? Shall I add what I've just said to my testimony, Mr. Edgeworth?
Please do.
It was awful, I tell you. Terrible.
Oh wait, this new. Oh.
Oh, you was dead as a doornail. I'm sure of that. Not even a twitch of a finger. just lifeless.
Hold it!
You paint a very vivid picture.
Well, I had a front row seat, I suppose. I could almost feel the acme of the poor man's final moments.
I don't think I'll be getting my. No, I don't think I'll be getting any sleep tonight, Mr. Edgeworth.
You won't? Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, and it's all your fault for pressing him for more gory details.
I'll be having nightmares tonight myself. It's all still so fresh in my memory.
I remember seeing his ring gleaming as it caught the light. It featured a snowflake motif in relief.
Hold it!
A snowflake motif in relief. You seem to have a very clear memory of the ring, Mr. Solid.
Well, I used to go door to door selling newspaper subscriptions, you see. I had to take people in at a glance. Their appearance, their mood, that sort of thing. Figuring out who exactly you're dealing with is the first step in any sale.
Except in this case, you are figuring out a corpse.
What can I say? Force of habit. One that served me very well in my sales career, if I do say so myself.
Even so, you seem to have remembered things to an uncanny level of detail.
I suppose. Nevertheless, it's true. I remember the ring, the relief, all of it.
Is what he's saying even plausible, though? Perhaps I should take another look at the condition of the victim's body as we found it.
I know what I saw, Mr. Edgeworth, and my eyes don't fib.
So Knight was bitten in the throat by a dog that lives here in the prison. Not the most plausible of explanations, I have to say. Well, they do say that pets take after their owners.
But there are some things they shouldn't take after, not if they're supposed to help reform their owners. Otherwise, what's the point of having an animal therapy program?
I should probably ask Mr. Sawa to listen more about this dog. Okay, you want me to tell you? It's stupid. This is about the stupid ring. If you go on the look body pictures, the ring is covered up by a little sheet, so he couldn't have seen it.
He couldn't have seen it. He once saw the body.
No, the body at the time was covered up by that little tarp, remember? Including his hand.
Didn't the police cover him up?
No, that was like that before they even... Yeah.
Before the heat?
That was Edgeworth them that uncovered him. Like, go on a picture. Yeah, that's how the body was originally. And his ring is nowhere to be seen.
Objection!
A ring with a snowflake relief.
Yes, I saw it clear as day. It was carved in such fine detail.
Interesting. Your testimony is certainly very accurate. In fact, I'd say it's just a little too accurate.
So he couldn't have seen it. He couldn't have gotten out of the cell because of the thing. Well, he was locked in the cell and the body was out there, right?
Alright, he was in workshop B, the body was in workshop A. So he peeked his head out the door while holding his hand in there to look at the body. But unless he interacted with the body, he wouldn't have known about the ring. Okay, whatever.
And what's wrong with being too accurate?
I mean this. You testified to having seen a ring with a snowflake design on it. And while the victim did indeed have a ring on his finger.
See? Exactly as I said!
There is no way you could have seen it. Take a look at this photograph. As you can see, the victim's right hand was covered by a tarp. It would have been impossible for you to see his ring, let alone what design was on it. Unless, that is, you approached the body and removed the sheet. You told us earlier you only took a look through the window in the door. Yet you seem to have quite a lot from such a disadvantaged location, Mr. Sowit. Seeing Claire like, whatever.
Who do you think you are, huh? Mr. Big Shot acting like you know it all. I mean, I saw what I saw. I promise. Oh, I know. That man's arm. It must have moved under the top after I peeked in.
Just said it didn't move.
Nonsense! You already told us that you can't have been the case. That can't have been the case.
He wasn't moving at all. He was just lying there.
Meaning he was already dead. You said it yourself that the victim was already dead. And dead men don't move, do they? Ooh-wee! Is that the stench of random French word I can't pronounce? I smell?
Oh, dude, with desperation. Oh, dude, desperation.
Edu, desperation, I smell? What are you hiding, Mr. Sowit? Tell us!
No, You're wrong! I know what I saw!
I like it.
You couldn't let it go, could you? I had to keep on poking and prodding! You slimy, stupid associate attorney!
It seems the real Mr. Sowit has finally revealed himself. Whoa, that's quite the rug he was rocking. Came straight at you like some kind of flying black cat. Look. No.
Look, I'm just a sweet innocent witness here.
But are you really? Because I must say, I have doubts. Very serious doubts.
What's that supposed to mean?
You saw something that should have been impossible to see from outside the workshop. So, how would you do it? That's simple. Mr. Sowit, this is where you were standing when you saw the body. It would have to be like, would it be like workshop?
What the body was?
The workshop was it? Yeah, it would have to be like workshop A, right?
Or was it in the corridor?
No, the body was in workshop A, so for him to see it.
He would have been right here in the corridor.
No, he would have been in there.
Well, in there and
Yeah, cause like to see the ring, you gotta touch the body.
That's true.
Take that!
You were in the same room as the body. That's the only way you would have seen the relief on the ring.
Ha! Ha ha! Say what you want, but you don't have a shred of evidence, do you? Nothing to prove I was in the room with the body anyway. You can't prove it, can you? Because I was in the next room over, minding my own business and looking after the animals.
Yes, but they'll believe me over you because I'm a prosecutor.
Why else would I have signed out a pair of rubber gloves? For fun? Now put up or shut up! I want to see evidence that proves I was in the room with the body!
What did we find in the room?
And I forgot what well?
Gloves.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Take that!
Remind me, Mr. Sowit, what were you doing when you discovered the body?
How many times do I was practicing my pet styling techniques!
Of course. Then perhaps this rubber glove might mean something to you.
That's...
This glove was found by the victim's body. I believe it was dropped by the killer. And I can't help but notice that you have a similar glove tucked into your apron.
No! This one's different!
Hold it!
Yes, that one does seem awfully lonely, doesn't it?
It's just a rubber glove! There are hundreds of them all over the prison! This doesn't prove anything!
Objection!
Not yet, perhaps. But if I were to ask the police to check this glove for prints, I have a feeling the results would be rather fascinating. It's over.
Objection!
What? That was a pretty rad objection, am I right? Please, Fender. Now is not the time for this. But I have a legit objection, cause this isn't over. There's something that still doesn't make sense. Our man here is a prisoner, right? He's got one of those bracelet doohickeys on.
That's true. So how could he have left his workshop in the first place? His bracelet would have triggered the alarm if he tried.
Right. We don't have a good explanation for that yet. Well, anything you'd like to share, good buddy? We're all friends here. That's weird. You should be clinging on to that bracelet like the big round lightsaber it is.
In what way?
As in, it's the best hope our wig-flinging friend here has for getting off the hook for murder. Sorry, can't get into the crime scene with a bracelet on. If it was me, I'd be arguing that for my life. And yeah, he hasn't said a peep about it. I wonder why that might be, The sound of silence. I suppose Miss Law Priestess did preach that silence is golden yesterday, too.
Whoa, you sounded like an actual attorney for a second there, Mr. Fender.
The worst of times are when lawyers calmly show our biggest smiles. Gregory taught me that. It was part of the attorney's code he lived by. So, friend, what's the dealio? Why so coy about your bracelet?
Well, to tell you the truth, it's broken.
Broken?
I fell over a little while back, you see, and hit it on the floor. After that, it didn't seem to set the sensors off anymore. I should have told the guards about it, I know, but, well, it was awfully convenient.
I see. So your bracelet is broken. But do they really break that easily? If so, then this prison has a serious security problem. You there, could we have a moment?
Nah, aren't you just the cutest?
Ahem!
Meow? How can I help you, sir?
Hi, meow.
This prisoner's bracelet appears to be broken. Android the snitch.
What? Really? That's not good.
You skipped the line. Yes.
Wait, no. I'll get someone to find a replacement right away.
Thank you. We'll keep a hold of the broken one for the time being.
Mr. Saway's bracelet that I jotted down in my organizer. Saway's bracelet wasn't working at the time of the incident and could not be detected by the sensors.
Of course, sir. I trust you'll take good care of it.
Sweet. Bracelet sorted. Now to turn our murders in, yeah?
What? No, I didn't kill anybody.
Whoa there, Palio. You were the one who said your bracelet was out of commission. Or were the other inmates freely roaming the halls while everybody was busy watching the show?
No, I just found the body. That's all. I promise. And when I did, that enormous dog still had his mouth wrapped around the poor man's neck. I only went into the workshop after the beast had left.
And why did you go in?
Well, oh, fine. I wanted to go through his pockets, okay?
He was going to rob the corpse? That explains why he remembers Knight's ring in so much detail.
Hey, why are you looking at me like that? I'm a great thief. I'd never stoop so low to steal from a...
Well, I didn't steal anything either. The show ended just after I'd entered the room, and all the other inmates came trickling downstairs thereafter. I panicked, rushed back into the other workshop, and started my fake screaming.
And dropped the glove in your haste, huh?
Rubber glove data updated in my organizer. Found in the workshop A, used by Sawit when he was doing his animal styling training. Stained with blood and mud.
I guess this all just about hangs together. Anything smell... Anything smell suspicious to you, Miles? Other than whether Mr. Sawit is the one who did it, I'd say one very significant question still remains. The question of how Knight made it into the prison proper from his holding cell in the detention center. Ooh, yeah, that's one's a doozy. I also can't help but wonder about another key feature of Mr. Sawit's testimony. That dog's involvement can only mean one thing. Mr. Sawit.
Yes? What is it?
Were you the only prisoner who didn't go to watch the show?
Well, no. There was one other who didn't.
Am I right in thinking that this person couldn't have watched the show, even if he'd wanted to?
Yes! How did you?
I knew it. I had my suspicions when we first ran into that black dog yesterday, but this confirms it. For a criminal that dangerous to end up in a place like this is unbelievable, but where is this person's cell?
You're going to see him?
Who are we talking about here?
Him! He's not like the other prisoners, you know. He's special. Gets treated like royalty.
Who is that?
It's Godolphin. But you didn't hear that from me. All I'll say is, if you value your life, you'll stay well away from him.
What? Will you please stop trying to scare us all the time?
Big cheese, huh? Well, I, for one, definitely value my life. So that stinks.
They keep him in the maximum security. Which is over there.
Maximum security. Well, that's certainly one way of treating someone differently.
Building layout data updated in my organizer. And not for the facility, including the detention center and the prison proper. All right, quit being so mysterious and tell us who he is already.
Let's just say he's highly skilled when it comes to people's lives. Better than anyone, in fact.
Is anybody we know?
Nope. He's related to someone we know, though.
And, that's all I'm prepared to say on the subject. In fact, I may have already said too much.
Well, Mousy, anything you care to share? Or are you going to leave Canine in the dark here, too? The mystery man in maximum security is an old acquaintance. Let's go pay him a visit. I suspect we'll find our dark canine friend there, too. Well, you have to play the game for like 2 seconds. Hope you enjoy. Ooh, that was doozy.
March 28th, 12:41 p.m. Prison. Maximum security. Wow, it's pitch black in there. I can't see a thing.
But didn't you say the Yatagarasu takes flight, even in the dead of night or something?
Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, when alone soars to shine the light of the righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu.
Whoa, you were one powerful performer.
Thanks, but that doesn't help me see in the dark. I'm a human, not a three-legged raven. Eek!
What? They done ran. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. That voice. I knew it. It has been far too long. You remember me? I could hardly forget now, could I? After all, you are the one who put me away.
Is that the guy, they look like the penguin?
What? No!
He was in the case with Miss Andrews and all that.
Who's that? You talking about
He had
Vidar
the eye patch-
Hottie?
He had the eye patch on and anyway.
I don't know who you talking about. Matt Ungard? No, that's not him.
No, not Matt or Ungard. He was with that other thief.
Shelley the Killer?
No. He was with we had just mentioned him the other case for anyway. Hey Dave, how's it going tonight? You know the one that stole the treasure and all
Master
of that.
Mask?
Yeah, Master Mask.
No, it's not the. He didn't go to jail.
No, not him, the guy that did it.
Oh, you talking about
Anyway.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Mr. Edward, are you talking to the dog?
Or is there someone else in there? Still can't see anything.
Mr. Good just got back from a short vacation. Was in Las Vegas. I'm right. How was Vegas, Dave?
No, but I am forgetting myself. Forgive me. I do not often receive visitors. One moment. I will turn on the lights.
What in the world? How did he get out there in his cave? I mean, his cave. His
Cave.
cell.
You are a heavy-footed lot. Am I right in thinking there are 3 of you in all?
Yeah, I have heard that it's expensive there. A lot of expensive things to do, and look, can lose all your money gambling.
Are you gambling, Dad? You aren't supposed to gamble.
You know? But I'm glad you got away and had some fun. Say now back to reality, huh? But I'm glad you got away. You said $20 for a hamburger and fries?
Oh no!
Yeah, look, they are expensive. They are. My coworker had went. She said, and they were. She spent a lot of money there just for like 5 days.
Very well. Perhaps we should start by introducing ourselves. I'm not even gonna try. Bodied Harmer. Bodied Harmer Connis. As you may have gathered, Mr. Edgeworth and I are old acquaintances. Connis was a notorious assassin.
What's wrong with his head?
Some knew him as the Blind Butcher.
Oh, an escape room. Okay. I hear you, Dave. How long were you there? I know. Yeah, that was a pretty penny. That's like a once in a 5-year trip. I'm just kidding.
Really?
You were there 5 days. Goodness, yeah. You spent some money. I already know. Look, time to recuperate some of it, huh?
His only weapons were vicious His only weapons were a vicious hunting hound and a fearsome sharp. His only weapons were that stupid dog and a sharp knife. His appearance was always announced by the sound of bells, the last sound his victims would ever hear.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, am I to guess why you have come to see me?
You know why I'm here. In fact, I'm willing to bet you know every detail of this sordid little affair already.
And I suppose we have nothing to hide from one another.
And they said, like if you go there, like different times of the year, like in the summertime or something like that, it's more expensive. At different times of the year. I think she had went. What's the Super Bowl or something there? It was some kind of event there, and when she went, she said things were double, double the price when she went. It was some kind of event there, like a few years ago, like a year or two ago. Suspicion of murder.
Also,
What's it? The Super Bowl there? I forget.
His number says boss if you spell it out.
I see.
Your faithful canine friend is currently the chief suspect in a murder investigation. The person who found the body saw a dog with its mouth around the victim's throat.
Your witness is mistaken. Helmut is a gentle soul. He is, in my eyes, nothing more. It is absurd to think that he could do such a thing, isn't it, boy? Yes, it is. You're a good boy, aren't you?
Helmut is more than a mere seeing eye dog, and he's certainly no good boy. He's also a trained killer. A weapon once used in this man's sordid trade.
This witness of yours, he is trustworthy, I assume.
Sowas is anything but trustworthy, and he's still very much a suspect himself. I can hardly claim that his testimony is beyond reproach.
No then, I thought as much. Yes, I did, Helmut, yes.
It figures that he already knew who our witness is.
Your alibi.
What were you doing between 8 and 10 a.m. yesterday morning, Mr. Connors?
During the show, you mean? I was here, ensconced in these humble surroundings. I have developed a passion for wood carving, you see. An obsession, even. I was engrossed in it all morning.
Goodness gracious! You said he said they were going for 4,000 hotels in New Orleans for Super Bowl. I heard it was expensive. They probably like tripled the prices of this stuff. Goodness, yeah. When they held them events like that, they cash in.
You have permission to engage in such a hobby? I can't believe someone would actually let you.
The warden and I have an understanding.
An understanding? That's ridiculous! This man shouldn't be allowed 1, let alone 5 chisel!
Why does it like
Whoa.
There are nothing but lethal weapons in his hands.
I was carving Buddhist pieces at first, but by the 674, my interest had begun to wane.
Whoa, that must have taken forever.
Time is all I have, child. In any case, my focus is now shifted to pieces, such as these.
I didn't know you played chess.
You play too, do you not, prosecutor? Perhaps one day you might indulge me. Though you might find my game rather rudimentary. I only began my arrival here, I'm afraid.
I only began
after my arrival.
Okay.
What's that piece? A dog with 3 heads. Ah, yes, the dogs of war. You must forgive my little joke. Chess is, after all, a game of war. Soldiers, knights, castles.
Dogs.
All doing their utmost to protect the king. All loyal to the last. I have always thought it strange that such a game has no place for a dog. After all, what more loyal weapons could an army call upon? Still, it's simply a piece I made for fun. Fear not, I play by the regular rules, and with the regular pieces. I can't imagine it's easy finding opponents to play here in prison, though. Oh, I have my correspondence. Correspondence, Cheston? Sharing moves by post? Yes, even prisoners are allowed to send and receive letters. Their contents are expected, in course. Although, I've yet to receive the details of my current opponent's next move.
He had to wait, probably days for his next move?
Yeah.
Anyway, dog chess piece that I jotted down in my organizer, caught for fun by Kenneth. What's his name? Kenneth. He also seems to be engaged in correspondence chess via postal mail. Well, it take about 3 to 5 days, huh? Until he can do his next move.
Sounds like the current opponent isn't a resident here.
The victim.
You clicked the wrong one.
Which one?
You clicked the other one, I think. Why do we got all this stuff?
Good Lord.
He got candles in there? What if we burn up? I suppose you know the identity of the deceased, Mr. Connis. His name was Bronco Knight, was it not? Poor unfortunate soul. You keep your ear to the ground. My ears are all I have, Mr. Edgeworth. Why am I not surprised that he's plugged into the prison's information network? But perhaps he was not so unfortunate after all. What do you mean? Mr. Knight's crime was a grave one, a crime for which he would have been made to pay dearly anyway. The attempted assassination of a president. That is no small matter. Attempted assassination?
What? Mr. Edward? Did Mr. Knight?
Yes, we proved that he murdered his team leader, and that there was no attempt on the president's life. Could it be? Were they attempting to cover up President Wang's fake assassination scheme? Whoa there, cowboy. You're saying the Bronxter didn't actually have a pop at the press? I was hired to defend him on the charge of attempted murder.
You mean you don't know what really happened? So what? They just blamed the whole assassination thing on Mr. Knight?
Would explain why the committee was so keen to get involved.
Of course, they took you off the case to try and keep you away.
And swapped in that Wiener kid to push through an attempted murder charge.
In other words, they were trying to cover up the truth.
So they really were trying to frame him. According to the guards, this night, was it? They tell me he was violently insisted that he had attempted no assassination. Which would have come out anyway when the case went to trial. I am no expert in legal matters, but allow me to say this one thing. I know for a certainty that he would not have been the first inmate imprisoned on false pretenses. Ugh. An uncomfortable fact, but a fact nonetheless. Yes, Helmut, yes it is, yes. The courtroom is not always the bastion of truth you believe it to be, Mr. Edgeworth. No bastion of truth, huh? I've heard something to that effect before. Yes, from a certain Interpol agent who doesn't have much faith in prosecutors. Really? That's gonna put him up here?
You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors too, are ya? Fueled by that kind of thinking, is it any wonder that courts produce nothing but falsities and fibs? Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort it today.
I never was able to fully dispel his mistrust of prosecutors.
Even Helmut understands. Don't you, Helmut? Yes, you do. The truth's revealed in court in your deductions. It is dangerous to trust either implicitly. But I am not bitter. You are not the first to make me a subject of unfounded suspicions in recent days. In fact, I was visited by another prosecutor only yesterday. He was accompanied by a judge. They even dragged the warden along, her distaste for me lingering and unspoken in the air.
Not those two again.
Prosecutor Winner and Judge Gavelle.
They went over my cell with a fine-toothed comb, but they left empty-handed. They were looking for the murder weapon, I believe, to no avail.
All that stuff in his cell and they can't find it.
But I mustn't take it personally. Rumor has it that they searched every cell in the prison and still failed to find what they were looking for. I pray they weren't too disappointed.
It was probably that dog statue he made.
Really?
Prison search data jotted down in my organizer. Winner, Gavelle, and the warden searched the prison for the murder weapon, but couldn't find anything.
Me too. Well, that posed more questions than it answered. What do we do now?
So his testimony is flimsy at best. I'll need more proper evidence if I want to take Connors on.
Well, I think that's quite enough chit-chat for one day. Helmut will show you out. Good boy, Helmut. Go on now.
He said, oh, I'm sure they were price gouger people. They do the same thing for the Essex Festival. Ah, yeah, any type of event. Like if it's held in the city, they in those larger cities. They just, oh my goodness, just triple the prices of things. Probably quadruple.
He's not showing us out permanently, right?
Let's get out of here. Come on.
Until next time, Mr. Connors.
It does pain me that our brief time must end, just as we were becoming reacquainted. I'll await your return, Mr. Edgeworth.
Let me get out here before this dog mess me up.
Okay, now we're on top of this stuff. March 28, 1:12 p.m. Prison corridor. You said he was akin to another somebody else.
What other assassins we know?
The killer?
And somebody else too, but that would be a spoiler.
Now to gather the evidence I need to bolster my case.
Hey, Mr. Edward!
That's the best hiding spot she could find? It's alright, Kay. You can come down now. Where's Fender?
He ran out somewhere. I had no idea he could move that fast.
Honk. Fender.
So, what do we do now?
You and I will continue the investigation. and I know just where to start. By solving that one particular mystery that has been dogging us this whole time. Knight's body was found in one of the prison workshops, but he was presumably being detained in one of the detention center's holding cells. My phone failed.
You can't grab it in midair now.
I can grab it.
Nope.
I can do it.
Not quick enough.
So how did he wind up on the other side of those heavy security doors? Let's start by investigating the holding cells.
Going to another investigation.
Yeah. It's not gonna be long, I think.
Oops. And Mr. Knight's room, right? But what about Mr. Fender?
I'm sure he'll find us when he's ready.
Sure, but he is kind of our boss, isn't he? Oh well.
How long we been on?
An hour and 3 minutes.
Oh, we can save it. Yeah, actually.
Hmm?
We can save it.
You wanna go on?
Do you want to go?
How long?
Alright, we gotta do this investigation.
Just go ahead.
And then we're gonna talk with Wiener a lot. We're gonna talk with Wiener a lot.
You wanna save it?
You wanna say it? I think next time could be like an hour.
All that gonna be an hour? Okay, we're gonna save it. Gosh, this investigation going on. Wow, is this still the first or second day?
It's the middle one. So
It's the middle.
there's only 4 in this one, which is short for this game.
Oh, it's only 4. So after this is over, it's another one. And that's gonna be the last one.
No, okay, we did 1. This the second one.
Oh, this the second. Okay, this second one going on for 3 episodes. But yeah,
If y'all want to split it up, we can keep doing it.
what you mean?
Nah, you save it.
All right, I guess we'll save it. That's our hour mark. But yeah, I appreciate you all for watching and watching these shenanigans tonight. And yeah, Game Queen 81 and Dave, thank you all for chatting. And yeah, I hope you have fun, Dave, on your vacation. On to the next one. You are going. Is that what you said you was going? When we last chatted about your last vacation, when you went skydiving. Did he go skydiving? But yeah, I thank you all for watching. Who I watched, thank you all for watching. And yeah, if you're watching, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I'd appreciate you go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you don't mind hitting that like button for me, and I will talk to you all on the next one. You all take care.